세러네이 쇼다운 BFX 대 OK 저축은행
You still will have an answer to the 80 carry.
Yeah.
Or, actually, this makes sense in this draft, though. This is a way better angle for Yunara than what we saw earlier today.
Just play Recon.
You can just play Recon. It's not going to be as great in the lane,
Yeah.
but you can just sustain through it, and it's amazing for team fights.
It just felt like B&K were in control of this draft the entire time. You know?
I mean, Bro's draft feels like it was so good 2.5 weeks ago. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. Back then we were like, oh yeah, Trundle's peak right now. We're seeing all sorts of Ornn this year. It's scaling.
Yeah. I mean, if they went Sivir instead of Trundle, I'd be on board. I'd be like, okay, you guys have an idea, right? You're all in the same direction. We're doing the same thing. It makes sense. We'll see what the execution looks like here after this draft for game number 1. Let's hop into the rings. The same teams playing each other 3 times instead of 2 in the new format.
Vikla not quite hitting most of those.
Krako is angry, and they're going to get the flash into Vikla, if not the kill. Yeah, they're just going to get the kill. That is a very strong Trundle just running at them and pressing Q.
As we're going to watch this again from Krako's first person.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
That's actually illegal. To dash in against Trundle Braum, no.
I mean,
Not allowed.
he still gets away.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know if that should have led to Morgan also getting a pretty huge lead in the early part of this lane. Because like, you press the lay flat button because you know you're not going to be on the edge of your seat anytime soon.
Yeah, you got a lot of time to hang out.
Pillar to a Wukong.
Yeah. Gonna actually go in here, bit of damage on Apollo, but that is still Braum. Raptor does have his flash, and it looks like he might have to use it here. As a little sweep onto Vikla, but it's only closer. He's just alone. Raptor does eventually flash over the wall. The wall here from the side of Vikla, though, newly created, is going to force the flash out of Apollo, as both teams a little bit reluctant to attack each other.
Vikla's going to miss some minions here, but will ultimately back away. It's a win for them. They didn't get the kills, but they get the top objective. Krako will get this Drake in return, or a 2 in the row.
All right.
Another Ghost.
He's going Ghost. He's ghosting in. And that's still Braum. But he got the heal. And the flash out of Hype, actually. So that's pretty good.
Here, I mean, they have a stacked wave. Hold on, Hype.
Yeah, oh, Hype's in a lot of trouble here. And look at Paulo. He's like, yeah, you're dead. You're dead, buddy. I can't do anything to save you. So a 4-man dive here, going to get our 2nd kill of the game. 13 minutes in.
Obviously, the more plates going down here on the bottom side, doesn't really feel like a win. It feels more like a consolation prize. And in fact, I mean, they can, with this wave, take the whole turret. 3 grubs. I mean, that is going to be first brick and a feat of strength. And you can see it even in this angle here. Like, Engage is so tricky with his comp. Equalizer might just be enough to deny them entry.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have a way through. They're going to try it with the pillar. There's the Braum as well. It's just Vikla who has to flash. They're going to go all in on the Vikla, but the seismic shove is huge to knock them back. And Vikla is saved for a very long amount of time. Raptor is going to pick up the eye, but he will pay for it. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Clear and Diablo getting the work here, but they went a little bit too far. As now the sweep goes in on a Clear. He's doing a ton of damage. He's still alive. Clear lives. And Diablo finally is taken out, and it looks like big boy Trundle made his way back. That's a quadra kill for Trundle 16 minutes into the game.
You know, you don't have enough damage to actually stop us from running at you. This is a weird trap here, but it might just work.
Yeah, didn't expect him in the brush after checking. The Braum coming in as well, and there's the Lucian. So much pressure up here from the side of Bro, but there is a Rift Herald elsewhere. They're gonna get Kellen, so that's 2 kills for the side of, and he's gonna deny it. Very nicely done here by Krako. For now, the subjugation is gonna come down as well, as they're going in on the Krako. I don't think that's gonna work.
오공 개멀어, 오공 개멀어.
And then
얘들아 미드타워 지켰어.
And then the pillar.
미드타워 지켰어, 미드타워 지켰어. 야 미드타워 지켰어 얘들아.
I saved mid-turret.
Yep.
And B&K are going to get this drink. So B&K have to get in. Can they do it? The equalizer's pretty good. Now the wall's gonna come down, and well, he gets here, kind of zones his team, but that's fine. He lowers it. Now Morgan going on in. The target is Morgan for some reason. He is super tanky, and they just turn off of this one. A giant sweep comes in, but still a ton of damage. Look at Diablo, totally untouched on the backside. And Bro are so low after all that damage, and that just means they get absolutely shredded. Clear as well. Just burning them to a crisp.
It's another bro fight where they're just victims of the re-engages. Krako has a turret here.
He's so tanky. Oh, he's going to go down, and the shutdown goes over to Vikla. They also get the Otacon, little bonus buff here.
Oh, he gets nothing. You will have to just ult back in, but BNK just running circles around bro here on the objective setup instead.
Nice equalizer. Actually, is a zoning equalizer. And I think because Talia gets there first as well, just the whole team was already turning around, so they're like, it's not a great setup. So bro, this time they just say no, and they're actually looking at the Baron.
The Warriors trickster, and he's in the angle, potentially contest.
Looking for the turn. It's a little bit late, though. Not everybody's going to get there. And now Morgan in a lot of trouble, taking a huge damage on the top of this fight. Krako as well getting chunked out. BNK taking it slow, though. And now Hype in the front line. And this is the follow-up for Raptor is not quite there.
This is an angle where if you stay there, Diablo is just going to rip you to shreds. You've used all of your tools to try to peel and hold Baron. And the Yunara is like, don't forget about me, by the way. Going straight into LDR. On the third item, got the Executioner's Calling there as well. And with this build, especially when you've been given this much free reign in team fights,
easily make up for that goal difference that BNK have in the lead. But the vibes are there as now we get the engage onto that front line. Hype in a lot of trouble. He's just going to go down. That's what that engage does. But Diablo also in a bit of trouble, but he's finally peeled for as Danny will go. The seismic shove on a 2 is gigantic as well. Vikla, tons of damage from this Talia at the moment, and he's going to make it count. He's going to make them hurt. Is now going on in the Rakan in that back line, and the comp is doing what it says on the tin. BNK go in and engage and take down 4.
Ultimately, he's not contesting Baron. His team is wiped, and I just can't see them slipping up from here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very likely, especially with a comp like this. The tempo's on their side. They're just going to go in all the time, even if sometimes it's not a good idea. Type, he gets slowed up. There's the equalizer. And now he doesn't exist anymore.
If you hit that arc, I mean, the slow is so insane that if you're behind like that, you will just get chunked down.
Yeah, very nicely done. Good plays here from the side of BNK. And the shove is good once again after the stun follow-up. Very nicely done here. Only 3 guys left on the side of Bro, as Morgan gonna cancel that one, but he's still going down. And we'll just see how much extra damage they can add to their post-game breakdown stats graph, because that's all these players care about. They know they already won the game. It's 11,000 ahead, and down will go the Nexus. BNK will take game number 1.
Talia here, a great performance from Vikla on it, and Diablo just does an insane amount of damage. Like, yes, Yunara also scales incredibly well, but you have to make sure you don't get engaged on. This comp didn't have great angles on the side of Bro, but a few mishaps, and that gold lead they had around 20 minutes just was gone. BNK took map control.
Yep. How many Otacon throws are we going to see, Wolf?
There's like nothing really about this draft that I dislike.
There's really not many holes. I do think that the Bard is a very good choice. One thing about Bard, though, is that generally the Nico's going to get her engage off whether you like it or not, right? So there's not much reaction you can do with that, but there's still a lot of setup for your Jhin. There's a lot of setup for your Orianna. So you can kind of play both sides as Bard often does. And if the Maokai ultimate is coming in, you can kind of play around that. It's good into Jax, stuff like that. But
you're just so squishy, though. If you lose control of the game, like these champs on the side of Bro are so mobile. Sure, you could maybe hit a Tempered Fate to set up a Orianna ult if it wasn't Jax Yone that you're playing into, or the Varus that's already 5 million miles away, and you have to get up into dealing with a Nico. If she snares you, then it's just, you're done. You're not going to get out, and if you're trying to clear vision, it is so incredibly tricky.
It does have that stamp of approval, for sure. This is game 2, starting right now.
You're on top of somebody, and Jhin doesn't have to be there to follow up. He's just like, I'm over, 2 screens away, and just better safe than sorry.
Good idea. Good idea.
Better safe than sorry, as Vikla's going to have to flash to pull the Maokai.
Yeah, flash to pull him in. I don't know if it's going to work out. Krako just flashes away himself, and now your mid laner's down a flash. And speaking of which, we're getting in on Apollo, as now Diablo isolated a little bit, but he's just okay with the E coming in from the Varus. Not enough damage. Rook comes in on a Hype, but no follow-up here.
Now he can kind of fight back. He will be starting to make an impact soon. Clear. I mean, he is walking a tightrope in this game. He's going to engage a Raptor.
He's going in on a Krako. Raptor is here. And in goes the Raptor on a Krako himself. TP is coming in, but that's going to be very slow from a Bard. Might not matter, it's just a straight up 2v2. Oh, that's totally gonna miss, and now the counter-strike comes in. And yes, Kellen will arrive, and it looks like they should be able to trade it back as Kellen steals the kill, unfortunately. Definitely didn't want to, but still, it's a trade 1-for-1. Kellen did have to TP. Yeah, he did a great job. That's how you gotta play on Bessa. You gotta be playing on a tightrope, essentially, at times. And it can be very anxiety-inducing. Kellen's over here. Just clearing out vision, they're gonna get the 1 grub.
Can actually be the defining factor in on a knife's edge how close a Rise group game is that you just don't see in Legend, you know? That's why Rise games are more fun.
Counter-Strike is down, Clear finding the angle, but not quite confident to dive the turret, not just yet. And guess who's here again? It's Kellen, he's got Ignite.
He does.
He's absolutely gonna try to go in on this one. The auto comes in, and the flash has to be used.
I mean, that's so many plates now going over to Clear, though. Such a magical journey he took.
Yep. All right, going in on the Xinjiao. Tons of damage into Kroko, though. Look at that. But meanwhile, Closer's getting isolated on the right side. So a trade 1-for-1.
And the Bard play has been pretty good so far from Kellen.
Yeah,
okay,
Morgan gonna get ulted here. No counter-strike goes in for the ult. It's a very close one. We got Raptor on the way, but it might just be a one-on-one kill. It's Clear. One more auto wouldn't do it, but he can't quite make it happen.
Yeah, a little hesitation there. Morgan is fighting with components, and Clear had Eclipse, an additional longsword. So, I think, wait.
No way. No way!
Vikla is the target here.
Oh. Tamar Fate gonna help him a little bit, but the follow-up, pretty good. It's Nico, it's Ione, and it's a Maokai. Paulo, though, will be traded back, so nicely done. Kellen just getting even more fed. Look at him, he's 3-0-1.
He also doesn't have Unsealed Spellbook. He's so limited, Val. This is a pretty risky hold of this Herald here by B&K. They're gonna have to give up control.
Oh, that shockwave, though, the damage is insane! And now the shots coming through from Diablo are pretty good, but the steal here on the Rift Herald is going to be good as well. Raptor goes down, that's another kill for Morgan, picks up the Bard. And Morgan just going to walk away from this one as we have the emote down. Clear as well, running away from 2. Can he trade one back is really the question. The ult comes through for Closer, and the shot from Hype is enough.
Up until this point has kind of just been playing in the mid lane as Kellen. Just Bard things.
Yeah, just Bard things. He's... All right, well, he's dead now. I can't believe they actually tried to do that.
Bard ult.
They did not have to do that at all. Going to be awesome.
If there's one
Instead, it was that.
If there's one person in the world who approves of it, I bet it's Beryl.
Indeed. Big gold swing. Now they're going to go back on Apollo here. There's the Tempered Fate. And, well, the Jhin is not going to hit, but everybody else is here, and they used quite a lot.
Next thing, he's going to start, like, last hitting the minions mid lane.
I want to see Deadman's Plate.
Kellen?
Yeah, okay. He is soaking up a lot of pressure. So is Raptor. Gonna try to flash away. They're very deep in the enemy jungle here. Very short magical journey. Is now trying to turn on a Morgan here. Clear running away from his opponents.
Yeah, and I think this time there's just simply no way for B&K to know.
Yeah.
They have no vision anywhere. Like, look at the mid lane. That's what happens when you have Varus on that mid prio against a Jhin. You're just like, well, anything can be happening on the map. You'll just never know.
Very sneaky from the side of Pro.
He is going to magically journey his way back towards the rest of his team instead of looking for that play. Ult here from Varus.
Yeah, this is onto a Xinjiao, so Raptor just holding onto his ult for very long. Now he's going to use it, but still a lot of damage into the Xinjiao as Kellen is just dead. Clears here on the flank, and there's no one really to follow up on it as he is very alone. Is going to ult on it. Does actually a ton of damage, but that was just to the Nico. So, bro, nice setup here. Should be able to get the dragon. And it doesn't really feel like B&K are on the same page. Now we're going to have another Bard gank, as that is a very nice binding, but you can see they're still pretty apprehensive about this. If you're going to go for this play, this is a good timing, as there's no Baron at the moment. And I think eventually Morgan just gets kited out, although he is very strong. Temper Fate.
I don't know if that's actually helpful. Like, they're buying more time, actually, to get more value top
Oh,
side.
the ult's going to miss. Morgan is going 1v4 at the moment. He does finally get taken out. The kill goes over to Raptor.
They get 2
and they
innings for
gain
this.
over 2 kills.
No.
Although, A little bit of bonus. A little B&K bonus here at the end.
That's what we call a bonus barrier.
Yeah.
Can they get more? Hype is
Wait.
just walking over blindly.
Wait.
The self-slow.
Raptor, he's in there. The damage is done. 883 gold given over to the Xinjiao. Vikla gonna get rooted even though he didn't have to. In goes the Yone, and it doesn't matter. He gets taken down. And B&K rolling their way into so many bonus kills.
Yeah, bonus barrier was just the start of the combo. And ended up getting a lot out of this. So Morgan has respawn and does have TP.
They're gonna get Baron.
I don't think they can stop this. Somebody out there, let us know. I mean, now possible to check, right? Bro, just gonna 67 was the.
I got the 7 right. Yeah. I just couldn't see the 6. It just looked a little. At least he gets the ward. I mean, the saplings are beginning to do some damage too.
This angle here as well for Krako's kind of insane.
Yeah, Krakow has a very nice angle. Raptor in it, but look at the damage there on a closer. Big engage comes out for the Nico, but there's no follow-up except Morgan, as he is doing an insane amount of damage, actually, and will get that damage down. But look at Clear and Raptor, 2v2, and Clear especially. The fact that everything was focused on a Morgan and Clear totally survived means that B&K come out ahead. I don't think you can just do this, but let's see.
Is eventually going to get here. That's going to slow things down.
Yeah, and goes Morgan, gonna get a flash out here, and the Nico follow up the double knockup, but can they get this damage into Raptor and clear the frontliners? It's looking pretty good for Bro at this point in time, and there's the follow-up ult on in, but closer, he's gonna pay the iron price, and now the GA comes out here from Raptor, still alive somehow. There's a 4th shot gonna hit the clone, and Bro say, well, we're pretty low. I don't think we can do Baron anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they can. This one makes a little bit more sense. He does not have Smite at the ready.
Yeah.
His exhaust.
It's just no Smite. You have Maokai. I feel like it's pretty free. A little ult on a Kellen. Gonna get the flash away from him. So Baron secured by Bro. They gave it over.
And even though Diablo has a gold lead, I don't know if his damage is equivalent, though, to Hype. So we're going to see the Maokai ultimate early here.
All right, the
Morgan wants to jump
through. Gonna get the flash on in. Vikla gonna survive, though, and Morgan, so much of the gold and so much of the damage is so low. As he goes golden, very important. The follow-up with the Nico is big. Morgan's still alive, and he actually gets away. Clear's flank gets thwarted. And Bro, they handle it very nicely. Paulo, though, is gonna kind of die. I'm not so sure. B&K
caught out there, but I mean, with the damage here from Hype,
I think they just get it. They
should be able to. Raptor can't get the steal.
Ooh, but the ball goes in. The shockwave is pretty good. He's got GA, so the fight still might go over to B&K. Looking for a bit more. Krako looks like he's down as you see Degon, the live cam, as Bro are falling. It's okay, Degon. They got the Mountain Soul.
Ooh, that dodge.
And it's not over just yet.
I mean, B&K, they're up 1 in the series. They're going to go for it.
Oh, the Mountain Soul trade for Nexus. Will it happen?
It's almost back up. It's up now.
Yeah, you can see the TP coming in. They're going to try to keep this wave alive. And Raptor says, okay, get away from me. I just want to kill this. As Paulo goes in, doesn't hit anything, and actually, the ult here from the side of Clear is going to catch the Jax, and that will be the nail in the coffin. They clear up Bro, and it's the Mountain Soul for Nexus trade. No 5-gamer here tonight. It's just B&K looking strong once again.
Either way,
yeah.
At the end of the day, like, Bro losing twice in a row here, back-to-back in games after, you know, coming back in that series against DNF, but again, to me, that DNF comeback wasn't really a Bro celebration.
All right, let's take a look at the post-game breakdown here. The damage, actually Clear doing the most by a pretty decent margin over his teammates. And then Hype, of course, is playing Lethality Varus. The goal difference graph looks very much like a Rise Group goal difference graph, or an LPL graph, or a Challenger League graph. It's just one of those graphs where we're limit testing a little bit, let's say, to be nice.
Rise Group, 40-minute. Diablo gets his palm. Yeah, I don't think Kellen was robbed.
No.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Siri for the POM interview translation. We are here with Diablo on the side of B&K FearX. So you just got your 9th victory and rose to the sole position of 2nd place in the Rise Group. How do you feel? Well, first of all, I don't think we were performing very well, especially last week. I think I'm just really relieved that we're able to win today and get to second place. And following the round 3 match against OK Saving Swing Brion, you got yet another clean 2-0 victory. And that's a 13 winning streak. So what are your thoughts on that? No, it makes me happy to know that we're on a 13 match winning streak against them. I think our team is quite feisty, and that's probably why we're able to win today. That's right. In game 1, you guys picked Yunara. So it seemed like you guys picked a comp that can set the Yunara up for success. So did you prepare mainly around the Yunara? Yeah, we got some practice with Yunara, and the tempo seemed really good with her. So I think we just really wanted to try it out on stage. So what makes Yunara shine? Maybe something about like the team's impression of her? I feel like all the empowered skills that she has, it actually does remind me of Zeri's kit. And that's how you were able to take so much value in lane, especially with Rakan. So did the Rakan turn out to be a good support for her? Yeah, Yunara, I didn't get that many practice with Yunara, but on stage she did really good. So personally, what support champion do you think pairs well with Yunara? I think Lulu and Rakan for sure. That's how you're able to perform so well with Rakan. And in game 2, the Bard kept taking all the kills and was at 4 kills by 20 minutes. So every time Bard got a kill, how did the team react? I think I was just way too focused on the game. And we just really wanted to play well. So rather than, teasing each other or trying to play with a lighthearted mood, we were just all so focused and concentrated in the game. And in game 2, it had so many twists and turns, and it was impossible to predict the outcome. But in the end, you guys came out on top. So, what gave you guys edge to win today? I feel like we were actually not in a very good mental state after, especially last week. And I think during practice, we really wanted to make sure that we can keep a good mental fortitude. And I think today, we were just trying our best. And that's what gave us the victory today. And Diablo, you have an aggressive playstyle that may not always be suitable in the flow of the game. So, what are your thoughts on your carry power whenever you're able to pull that off? I feel like I can see my aggressive playstyle as a good thing, and so rather than giving up because the game's not going our way, I think I just try to make sure that I can play it out till the end. And your next opponent is D plus Kia. To become the king of Rise, you must take them down. So what is your mindset? I don't think we were able to beat D plus Kia, not even once. But I believe that I can feel that we're getting better and improving. So we will try our best to take them down this time around. Thank you so much for all your support. And that's the end of the interview with Diablo, and back to the space. Thank you.